Hey everybody, welcome to Chris Bikes, and I wanted to just do a quick lunchtime ride because look at this beautiful day, look at the clouds, just amazing. And I have a 2-camera option today. Check it out, this is what I usually have on my chest. See how that works? It's just a tiny little camera, that's what's on my, when I do my bike pictures. And I got this other camera, which you can see from this camera. It's also a Insta360 Ace Pro. Check out the mountains back over there. And I'm kind of testing these two because one of these cameras might become my dog's camera. We'll see. So, not that I mean it's dog's camera, but dog's eye view camera. He's going to be on my rides eventually. And the trailer hasn't come yet. Hopefully it comes tomorrow. And we can start riding with my puppy, who's a little big. He's about 60 pounds, maybe more. But taking the electric bike up the hill. I'm going to show you some views. Just beautiful. You can see all the way down to Camelback and Phoenix. We're on top of a bridge here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. Now you might be saying, Chris, why 2 cameras? You must be getting a lot of that YouTube money. Anyway, I'm just laughing just because I really would love to have some more subscribers. So I don't get any money from YouTube at all. This is a hobby for me. It's kind of fun and I enjoy it. I bought the camera really because I like to take photos on trips and videos, and that's going to be kind of a go-to all-around camera. And I really like the way that these cameras work. So let's take a little ride through and up this hill. It's pretty steep, but that's why I'm on the electric bike today, because I want to get a view of the whole valley from probably the highest point in the Phoenix metro area. We're in Mesa, and we're gonna climb this little mountain, and then we'll be higher than Camelback Mountain when we get to the top of it. All right, let's go. Okay, here comes the uphill. And that's the beauty of an e-bike. I'm pedaling, but I'm not really working that hard, to be honest with you. If I was on my other bike, it'd be hard. We're flying uphill. Not as fast as that truck, but we're flying uphill. Into the clouds. Here we go. This area here is what they call unincorporated county land. So all these houses on the land out here, except for the ones on the right. The right, I think, is actually part of Mesa. It's kind of funny how it works. But on the left is unincorporated. So they're not a part of a city, and that's the houses, which they're all $1 million houses now. They don't have rules. You know, they can have horses, they can put a shed out there. There's no HOA, homeowners association. There's a lot of dirt roads. They have wells, some of them. And I guess there's 2 reasons to live out here. One is you want to be away from everybody. Or 2, you just love this desert. Like, you just jump out and be a part of the desert. The funny thing is, you'll see a house being built out this way, and they'll scrape the desert down to nothing but dirt. Remove every single piece of desert landscaping there, and then put in stuff that make it look like California. Howdy. Yeah, okay. Some people aren't so friendly. And like that one there, oh my gosh, grass and trees. That one I just passed on the left. Grass. They're putting grass out here in the desert. You know what they're going to do is attract a lot of bunny rabbits, which attracts a lot of coyotes, which attracts a lot of snakes. It's a lot, you know, all your critters are going to come eat your grass. Oh, here's a cool house. I haven't seen this before. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like a park. Yucca's blooming. Wow. Catilla's blooming and pretty. Howdy. Now the house is where they get up on top of the hill. Matter of fact, I'm gonna scooch up to the sidewalk because if cars come by here, they go by pretty fast, and there's no reason why we should be on the road. There's this nice sidewalk here that no one's using. Houses up here are multi-million-dollar homes, mainly because of the views, and I'll show you the view when we get up there. But you can see that huge houses they're building or have been built. Just probably, 5,000-6,000 square foot homes, taking up the whole lot. Some of it's a part of a neighborhood, like this is called Las Sendas. That's why we have sidewalks here. This is still part of a developer area, but these are more custom homes. Big pools, and the backyards are what we're facing us here, so they face back to the city. They have unrestricted city views from up there. Still going uphill. Might not look like it on the video, but we're climbing. Climbing. And you might hear me out of breath a little bit, because even with the e-bike, there is some exertion. I don't have a 100% e-bike. There's no way I could stop pedaling at this point, or I would just stop. It just gives an assist, which is good. I need the assist here. I certainly need the assist on this hill. Big trucks, huh? Some big trucks. Huge homes. We haven't even gotten to the top. Howdy. All right, he's got a clickety bike. I like that. Yeah, I'm a little winded already. Let's go. Almost there. Howdy. This one has a guest house. That's bigger than my house. Here, I'll just kind of poke food that way a little bit so you can see these big houses. I smell horses. Huh. Usually these houses up here don't have horses. Okay. All right. Almost to the top. And that's a compound. Has an entryway with a garage and a little house at the bottom. Wow. Building another one up there. Hey, there's a great equalizer right there, though. They still have to put their garbage out. And they have to go all the way down that road to put the garbage out. Let's go over here. Okay. Little break. All right. That is Phoenix. And that is Chris. And look at those houses on the mountain there. Just, you want to be at the top, right? And then somebody builds behind you. But that one is a whole complex. That white one in front, that's the entrance. Goes up the hill, pool, house, top, almost as high as the radar tower. There's a house there. Pretty awesome. Here's my bike. Over on that side, you can see the tip of Red Mountain. And way out there in the distance is Scottsdale, Arizona. Fountain Hills. This wall is private. Keep off. Okay. All right. I won't get on your wall. Let's get up to the wall, though. Someone's building a house right there, so they stripped that land right there. What do you guys think? There's some real natural desert right there, which is nice. They left that alone with the barrel cactus and this giant saguaro. and all the brush. I hope they just leave that alone. I mean, that's why they're out here, right? Because they want to be a part of the desert. And then all these houses down there, that's a part of a neighborhood called Las Sendas. And there's that little hill in the middle. It's now called Las Sendas Hill. It used to be called something else, but they found that to be offensive, so they changed it. Just look at the clouds today, though. You can kind of see the view. Okay, the best part about climbing up a hill is bombing down the hill. And ever since I was a little kid, I've loved just going all out down hills. So I hope you don't mind. That's what the plan is here. Pedal hard and see how fast we can get going down this hill. Past some cars on our way down. What a beautiful day. I'm sorry, I'm so excited. I had to work this morning and I have to work this afternoon. And this is really close to my house, so let's take a quick ride. Whoo boy. Yeah. So this is a neighborhood called Las Sendas. They're all gated communities, little gated communities on each side. The more expensive ones are up the top of the hill, of course. Maybe we'll see some wildlife up here. You never know. The nice thing about these developments by this developer named Blandford is that originally they have a lot of natural desert as part of the development. So they left 40% of the land untouched. And they just put the houses in between, and none of the houses back up to any other house in this development. Now he's building a new development down the street. Not the case. Still $1.5 million houses, but they are right up next to each other. A lot of cable stuff going in. I haven't touched the brakes yet. I do have disc brakes, so hopefully they'll work. All right. Breaking the law, 27 miles an hour when it's only 25. Woohoo! All right, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of work going on pipes, it looks like. This will be on the shorter side of a video. I just really wanted to get out and do a ride, and I thought, what the heck, let's share it with you guys. Somebody walking their dogs? All right. We're coming in for a stop. Quick landing. We don't want to bomb through this intersection. There are cars here. Yeah. It is a four-way stop, but we'll wait for them. Go after this car. All right. Now I'm going to go this way. Whew, hope you like that. I enjoyed it. They do have a golf course here and a clubhouse over there on the left where they have a big pool. Tennis courts are now invaded by pickleball courts. I'm sure the tennis players are upset about that. They take over. But I'm sure they have their tennis time too. Wow, I really could ride all day today. I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow I'm getting my trailer for my dog. I'll introduce you to my dog when he gets to get on the bike in the back. He'll probably be the star of the show. I'm sure he will be. It's kind of funny they say dogs look like their owners. Yeah. He has the same beard that I do. Like today, he saw me getting on the bike or getting the bike out. And he said, let me go. He wanted to go with me. I mean, he doesn't even know. He really can't right now. There's no way he could run with me on this like this. I wish you could feel the wind. There's a few creaks on this seat. I think it's my seat. When you don't ride the bike for a while, sometimes it gets some creaks and stuff like that. So I think it's just the springs on the seat are creaky. Okay, I found my shortcut. It's got a little hairpin turn down here. So we have to hit the brakes a little bit down at the bottom of the wash. And we do a little turn. Then we come up. It's kind of nice that this is here because this is a bridge kind of between two neighborhoods. One is Las Sendas, and the second is that unincorporated land. There's somebody's house right there with a gate. That's pretty cool. Now we're over in the county. We're not on the city anymore. It's all the houses on my left, even though they're giant custom homes. They didn't have city water. Now they can get city water. They can get it piped in, or maybe their neighbor had it and they just get it piped over from the neighbor's house. But you know, they have septic probably. Some of them are on wells, believe it or not. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. Pretty awesome, huh? And this road here is kind of like just put together by the neighborhood. This might still be the last city road before you get to the county. Because I have to be heading back to go back to work. Boo, work. Sorry, work. I would boo you. Anyway, thanks for coming. This says it's a dead end. Well, let's see about that. I'm going down this road. It says it's a dead end, private trespassing, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's the thing about these roads is that there is, while it's unincorporated, it actually is a road. I mean, in other words, it's you have to have a place to put a road to get to your house. So you can't say that this road is private unless it's your driveway. So I happen to know that I can cut through here. Haha, let's see if I can. Oh, they put a fence up. They don't allow me to cut through anymore. Well, let's see about that. But I'm walking it through. Unfortunately, the people out here don't always abide by the rules. I mean, imagine if you had a fire truck and they came down that street and they had to get to these houses over here. Oh, one more thing. This house here has they used to have a baseball field there. Grass and everything. You know, he has his own well, so all that water is. But you see these houses, they just stripped the entire desert to put up this big old house to make it look like the neighborhood next door. But what's the point? It looks like a mall. I'm not a fan of that. I'm more a fan of this, where they actually have desert that belongs here. With the saguaros and the Palo Verdes and the creosotes, you know. And just to strip the land and put in a house that looks like it belongs in, you know, Santa Monica or something. I don't know. Look at the big boat. Look at the toys. All right, you get the idea. Stop and just show you this house here. See, it's like adobe style. The cactus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now that belongs in the desert. It just kind of blends in. It kind of just hides there, where it doesn't just stick out like some of the houses. So we're coming up on one more house that I wanted to show you. That I think it's probably built by somebody who owns hotels. I don't know. It's for sale if you want it. Buy a house. But it's right here. I like to call it the Motel 6 house. Looks like they have somebody cleaning it. Not much to it. Oh, look at that log cabin house. And that's what you get here on the county. And then there's one of these. I'm going to zoom past them one more time. Slowly. Stripped all the land, and then they put in their own whatever, rock. There's nothing to it. It's just rock and brick, you know. It's sad because it used to look like that. Joining me today on this glorious day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Look at the clouds up there. Look at the sky. Look at the Palo Verde blooms. Just look at that sky. I mean, it's my favorite kind of day, and I enjoyed riding this little quick bike ride. Probably took me about, I don't know, 40 minutes. And so I really appreciate all of your comments and questions and likes, thumbs up. I asked you to hype on the last video, and I realized I can't do that until I have about 500 subscriptions. So I hope to look back someday and go, remember when I didn't have 500 subs? So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I really appreciate it. Look at this. For more of this beautiful Arizona sky, more bike rides, more fun. And on the next one, or maybe the one after, we'll have my dog go along with us. So, all right, and I'll introduce it to him. His name is Bremer, and I'll explain that name when he's out with us. All right, take care, everybody.